Sat Nam, what an incredible cosmic sky. I want to talk about that. And I also want to tell my GDF community and everybody online how much I love you. And thank you for your patience. So many of you have been on this journey with Tony and I and his mom on her cancer journey. And in these last few days, she's now at home with us in hospice and opening that tunnel of light that's calling her home. And the cosmic sky has so much to do with this. What? Why? Well, what we're calling this thing is called Barbault's basket, because there is this French astrologer who mostly studied the outer planets and how it affected the collective and big events with our governments, with our countries, with our corporations, with our weather, things that would have catastrophic impact or celebration on the collective. And so to give you context, he predicted when the Berlin Wall would come down. He predicted the crash in 2008. He predicted COVID, although he had passed away in 2019 and didn't actually get to see his prediction come true. And he predicted this basket of light. What is this basket? The basket is Jupiter in Leo, who's coming into alignment on Sunday at 4 degrees. It's already lighting up right there with the basket because it's at 3 degrees. Jupiter in Leo. Neptune in Aries at 4 degrees. Uranus in Gemini at 4 degrees. And Pluto in Aquarius at 4 degrees. So this is so monumental, okay? The 4 degrees is an Aquarius degree, and it is a degree of innovation for the individual. Innovate your life. What are you willing to let go of to be the real you? Authenticity is big right here. And because in that, it shows us the 4th degree where we belong. Where do I belong thinking that negative? Do I belong in this underpaying job? Do I belong in a life without love? No, but sometimes and oftentimes, in order to get to where we belong, that breakthrough, we got to have a breakdown. And, with Uranus right here, there's zaps. Uranus and Gemini is zapping our mind. It's electric. It's shaking the earth. It's messing with our electronics, but it's lightning. It's saying, if the mind isn't getting it, I'm going to throw this at you to wake you up. Neptune, the divine, the great dissolver, it's just dissolving things in our lives. It's like, wait. I thought that was going to stay. Oh, I guess not, right? As Jupiter comes online in Leo, it is going to be about self-love, but not about getting as much attention as we want, right? It's about how being authentically who we are and really understanding that serves the collective. That's what serves the collective. So that's a big, big deal. And then, we have this last little planet, Pluto, in Aquarius. And Aquarius is the age we have stepped into. And it takes, a couple hundred years to really feel this. So we've been feeling it since the 60s because we're at the end of a 2,400-year cycle. And this cycle is a part of a 26,000-year cycle. So my point is, we're in a revolution. Now, bringing it back to mom, yeah? Mom has an interesting chart. She has a 4-degree Libra, okay? And this will be helpful for you to see how it would affect you. So the 4, everything's at 4, right? Libra is air. So her sun is being sextiled and trined by this energy signature like nobody's business. And it's in the house of death and transformation. Interesting, right? And then her Uranus was in Gemini at 4 degrees when she was taking that first breath and being born. And it's in the house of the Divine Mother and her as a woman and her home. And because I personally know her, I can see her working some things out with the woman she is and the body she's living in. And is home only in Florida? And then she got very attached to Aegis. Is home only here, or is she the home? Is she, in fact, the home that she's been waiting for? So I am going to be working with this. I'm going to be working with this on Saturday. I'm going to be working with this on Monday so Saturday we'll still be building in it. Monday we will be in the basket, and Wednesday there's going to be a couple other things coming online. So you can get the classes online. You can join me online live or get the recording. And if you're in San Diego, please feel free to come live to the Great Divine Flow in Vista. So that's going to be 9:30 a.m. Saturday morning and Monday, and then 6 p.m. on Wednesday. This is an exciting time for humanity. This is what I want to hold at the end here. It's not like there's going to be a blast. Some people, like my mom, I mean, this is big. She's dying in it. Okay, there's going to be a lot of that. Job loss, death, broken hearts. But there's a lot of us that it's more subtle, but still as big. Because of the way this energy signature is, it's quantum. So I really want you to hold on to this. Perhaps you're entertaining insecure thoughts too much, or you have an addiction you needed to let go, or you think and judge others a lot. And you know you need to stop, and you try, and you make the promise, and then you're back. Here's what part of this signature can do. It's quantum. Set your vision of you being without that. Hold the vibration, because Uranus is so juicy, and Neptune and Leo and Jupiter and Pluto. This could just shoot you into the next dimension, the next timeline of your life, and you just stop judging. You just walk out from that guy. You just get a new job. You just change the way you think. This thing, this negativity, this insecurity that you cannot seem to stop, all of a sudden, bam, you're done. This is the cosmic mother giving us just such a gift. And let's unpack this even a little more. So things for some people are happening right now. Others are just getting a blast of this energy. And for all of us, the zap and the blast and the unfoldment is for about 6 months for the individual. But here's the big thing. When we look at our world, there's so much anger, drama, deception. We are really being called as the humans of the light to wake up. We must be authentic. And who you really are is not a judger, okay? That's that insecurity thing, and it's not even true. So we are blasting past that. So more specifically, on an individual basis, we are becoming the world. If Marcia, if Tony, if y'all at GDF can make these adjustments so that love is your leading energy, so that fear is tamped down more than it ever has been before, that judgment is a thing of the past, that you are authentically yourself. You double down on you. And you're going to see some changes in my life. And it's because I'm becoming me. I've always been me. I'm a pretty authentic person. And because I'm such a truth teller and pretty authentic, what my help to you is, as much as that is, what I'm so present to is there's so much more of me, even I don't know. Like I haven't revealed it to me. I haven't gone there. And there may even be some parts that I know are me, but are people going to like me in that? Or is it going to be productive? Is Tony going to be okay? Is my daughter going to like that? Right? So those are the things in your life that are going to be clear. We have to drop what other people will think and double down on who you really are. You don't ever have to worry about being who you really are, Okay, I promise you, who you really are is a better version than what you are sitting in right this moment. The real you is never going to be more of a judger or more negative. That's not ever going to happen. So relax. The truth of the matter is, who you really are is this amazing creative being who has so much to share with with this life, with Earth, with her people, and really with yourself. And that's where that Jupiter at 4 degrees in Leo comes in. This is about using Jupiter to really double down on loving self and being authentic. When we're authentic, we don't need applause. Yeah? When we're authentic, if people like it, great. But if they don't, totally okay. Because when I'm me, here's the thing. When you're you, that's when you feel God the most. You don't need anybody else. And being with other people is so exciting because you get to, really do some spiritual weightlifting and learn how to be a little quieter, a little more authentic, a little more being you no matter what, and having this ability to walk through the landmines that could happen in your family or at your work and know that's not about you. They had a contract with their soul, with their mind, and they had to believe that you were a certain way. And those that can't go with you into this new timeline, they're going to drop away. It's just the way it is. But I promise you that what's on the other side is Malkuta Deshmaya, right? It is heaven on earth. That's what this signature is all about. Heaven starts in my heart, and it floods the environment around me. And then in the end, my heaven, your heaven, our heaven starts to connect into this amazing vortex of a heavenly earth. The new earth starts with the new you. And it's really not the new you. It's the you you've always been and denied parts of it. So I'd love to do some readings. Obviously, I've been kind of putting a lot of you on hold. And so if you're listening, you'd love to do some readings. I'm going to get to you first thing next week. But in the meantime, I love you. I miss you. And I can't wait to see as many of you as possible tomorrow at class. Satnam.